All right. Looks like we're live.
Yeah.
If you just skipped that ad after 5 seconds, all you missed was me saying it looks like we're live. Who all do we have in here today? Oh man, got quite a crowd. We've already got 43 in here.
Holy cow.
White Trash Motorsports. Don English is in here. Greg McDonald. Robert Magny. Just Mopar Joe in the house. Looks like all the mods are here.
Perpetual Projects.
Yep. Unfinished project. Look at this coded thing by Unfinished Project. What I want to know what that is, because that's so Unfinished Project of him. I'll figure it out. Let me know.
I thought he was Dart Sport. Doesn't he say Dart Sport?
And he does, but he's got to be cryptic and mysterious sometimes, you know.
Andy's
Let's see here. Jay from Rapid Transit, how you doing, man? John Maltz, Bad Tree Blake, Greg McDonald is going to be a grandpa for the first time. Congratulations there. Got a text from Cope. Cope, can you just come in here, hang out? Andy's here. Yep. Good deal. Good to see you. Big Block 402, another one of our no-name 500 champions. JB's Little Shop. JB's Little Shop is going to do it. Oh, this is cool. Let me show you this. You're going to kick out of this. I got to find this was cool. So
what's cool?
JB's Little Shop. I saw him make a comment to the effect of that said, man, we're trying to get our subs. So I sent them this.
What does that say?
And the sign says, "You're going to make it, JB." Right? And then a few minutes later, out of the blue, they send me this. There they are in their shop, and their sign says, "We'll be there." That made my day. I thought that was so cool.
Yeah. Well, I like the camaraderie and the fun that happens with this whole thing. I really
do. Absolutely. Buzz is in the house. RC Industry. Mr. Krusty Chrysler Family Garage. I'm digging Family Garage's stuff they've got going on. They're threatening to put their 70 Super B on the dirt track.
Oh, dude. Like a nice street driver one?
You got to go over there and see. Check out the Family Garage. Andrew Nelson, how you doing? Irish Outlaw. My mom's in the house.
J-Bo's in here, and he says if Wilburn sees a shadow, 4 more weeks of winter.
So on Bad Tree Productions, Blake had a picture of this ancient lathe, and he said, "What year do you think that lathe is?" And I said, "It's somewhere between J-Bo and this phone." That was my only guess. Dude Mopar, how's it going? Dude Mopar, another channel about to cross that 500 subscriber threshold. And Mopar Al's in the house. Taylor Made Muscle. Good to see you guys.
I just did an impromptu live not too long ago, and Mopar Al popped in, and I'm like, "Oh, cool, Mopar Al." I haven't actually seen him since I think right before he went on Power Tour with Slaghammer.
It's always good to see Mopar Al. He's one of those guys just makes you feel better about your day when he pops in.
Yeah, he's Mr. Positive, that's for sure.
Yeah. Colleen in here. Creedence Chrysler Revival. Sam, how you doing? You know what? Sam just put up a cool video. He does lots of neat stuff. He did a video on how to do stroker clearance without putting in your piston.
Oh, I saw that.
So,
yeah.
Yeah, so he showed taking a piece of PVC to put in for the wrist pin so it orients the rod right. And then without digging, shavings and stuff into your cylinder walls and all that cleanup and all that mess, you put that in there and it's a fixture. And I thought it was a really cool little tip. We got, I don't know if I greeted Don yet. Good crowd. Patrick, most of the old parts and rust. Good to see you. Yeah, I tell you what, I like to do my best to greet everybody when they come in. Mitten Made Muscle. Frankenstein C20. So Frankenstein C20 took a little hiatus to take care of himself. He crossed his no-name 500 finish line, took some time off, and now he's back. And
yeah, I asked him today. He popped in on my live, and I said, "Hey, are you going to make it to the No Name Nationals?" He's like, "I'm going to be there, dude." Like,
love it.
all right.
Love it. So he's one of those just laid low, and he's back, and I'm excited. Raker, good to see you. Jason Fitch. Two Hacks. Redbeard 17. Redbeard 17, come on, man. Step it up. We want to see some demon content. Wendy English. I know, it's such a cool car, such a tease. We want to see more of it. All righty. I'd try my best. My Aunt Nancy's in here. Okay. John Cope Racing Transmissions in here. Glad all of you guys made. We got 65 in here. I haven't even finished greeting everybody. But you know what? I noticed when you went live with Shane Polito, it was interesting because you're not used to hosting this thing, right?
No.
So you're like got overwhelmed with all the people trying to greet them when they came in.
Did you like how I just rambled through it and just made something up?
No, it's great. I will say this, though. You guys are the reason we do this, and I really appreciate every single one of you. If I just wanted to bother Dallas and take up his time, I'd just call him. But we do this
like
for you.
Not during Fridays, Monday, or it's actually Saturday through Thursday.
Right.
Actually, John and I bother each other a lot since this whole No Name Nationals. We started this venture, I guess.
Yes.
Or it's not an adventure; it's an adventure, right?
It's great.
Yeah, it's been rough. I was actually trying to explain it to some people the other day. Like we started on this big project, and I got COVID-19 for like literally when we're supposed to announce it, when we're working out all the details and what we wanted to do in classes and trophies, and so this whole year I've been literally behind by probably a month, right? So
it's been an interesting adventure. I mean, there's lots of, so first of all, we're coming into the home stretch. You see, we've got 55 days to go, right?
Right.
The orange paper that everybody likes me remind them about is down to 55, right? And we got so many good things in the hopper. Like right now, the ink is dry on this, okay? It has been crated and the ink is dry. I haven't seen it with my eyes, but I got a call about it today. This is the billboard right here.
Yeah.
So you guys are going to be seeing some video on that real soon. That's the billboard. 40 feet of billboard going up right there in Sykeston at the track. We've been working on a lot of cool stuff, and now that it's kind of coming to a head, you're going to be seeing a lot more of that. Several of you are getting an email about something else too. You'll see that too. J-Bo hates the orange paper. J-Bo, you should love the orange paper. It's analog. It's as high-tech as breaker points. You should love it. Thank you, Andy. We're working hard. I'll tell you, this shirt is kind of timely right here. This, for those of you not familiar with this shirt, this is an old cartoon from the colonial era. It goes back to 1754. And it's attributed to Benjamin Franklin. We don't know for sure that he drew it, but he probably did. I think it was in the Pennsylvania Gazette. And this cartoon was about the colonies needed to unify, okay? Because it was questioning the unity during the French and Indian Wars, and then this got resurrected kind of like a rallying flag during the American Revolution for good reason. So this is a timely thing. Like if there's any time for the channels to unite together, it's now. So this is shirt. It was a coincidence. I was just wearing this because I wear stuff like this. But, and also, ironically, the loop there, the roller coaster loop is Virginia. So yes, the roller coaster loop is right here in this office where I'm sitting. It's just so perfect that, you couldn't make that up because it has been a roller coaster the past couple weeks. But this live is by far the most fun part of my week every week. You did Two Hacks. Jeff flies that flag on his porch. Yeah, it's a great flag. It's great. Love it. It's an American
flag on my house for 23 years.
It's an American flag.
Yeah, well, not so much a house. My metal house, shaped like a cruiser.
Unfinished project says only 8 Saturdays till the No Name Nationals. That's right. Make them count. Time's a burning, but this is when the tough get going, and you're gonna make it happen. We are wrapping up details. We are supposed to meet the internet guy on Tuesday at Jefferson and work on that. And
But what's funny about that is I talked to him, right? And then he said, well, how much bandwidth do you need? I said, I don't really know.
All of
I
it.
mean, a lot, right? And he was like, well, I can give you 4 to 50 gig, right? And I'm like, I don't know. What would you normally give like a school, right? And he's like, yeah, 2.
Okay.
So
All of
I I don't really know how much we're going to need, but it sounds like they can handle quite a bit. He said the cool thing is that it might be 1 gig download speed, but it's also 1 gig upload speed. So yeah, I think it's going to be not a problem.
Oh yeah. I gotta see if I can see this here. If I can pull it up, I think
Somebody was saying,
yeah, here we go.
So like the cable guy.
This was a picture with the family here, and it's very rare that I'm not wearing a black T-shirt, but I'm wearing a blue T-shirt there. That's Dizzy Izzy's shirt, and I've wound up wearing that to a couple of family functions the last few weeks because I think it's cool to show off the artwork on it. Right? I said this is original artwork from one of the No Name National participants, Dizzy Izzy.
Well, he drew that, right?
Did I think think it's cool.
Yeah.
So that was neat. I thought that was really cool showing up in the mail like that. Busted Grill Garage, how you doing, man? The newest entry to the No Name 500. Hammer down, man. We are all looking forward to seeing what you got. I'm already digging his channel. He's got this cool patinaed Impala on it. I like it. Good stuff. Levi, good to see you, man. Levi's doing Levi, what is that race you're participating in? You said the car had to weigh 4,200 for your class. Did I read that right? 4,200 you had to make that thing weigh for your class? That's crazy. I'm trying to decipher Unfinished Projects, his thing there. I'm not in, studying mode, but I will. I'll figure it out.
Is it like Lost where we got to push the numbers in by a certain time frame, or else the alarm goes off? We have no idea what happens.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Yeah, RC Industry says, yeah, I got a surprise. One of the No Name National participants did a caricature of me, and we're turning that into stickers and T-shirts. It's really cool.
Oh, how neat! How neat! The James and James Show. Well, howdy, James and James Show. Welcome to the chat here. I always like this name. I get a kick out of this when I've seen it over on Tony's chat. Raining Slant 6 with a chance of cannonballs. Is that not one of the best usernames ever? I'm pretty sure it was good.
It actually fits.
Yeah, apparently it does. I'm pretty sure it was good old Benjamin Franklin who popularized or used the woodcut image. Yes. That's it. Yes. So Levi says it's called Street Car Takeover, 4,200 pounds single power adder made for diesel trucks and SUVs. Well, he took his Laguna and what'd you do? Pump lead into it? What'd you have to do to get that thing to weigh 4,200, Levi?
Not a lot. That's a Colonnade Laguna. So all he had to do was probably put like a fly in the passenger seat.
Maybe.
They're pretty heavy. They're up there probably 3,800 pounds.
Yeah, they don't look like light cars, but still.
They're not, but they rode a lot nicer than the previous A body. The ride on them was excellent. And then the interior was, in my opinion, was probably the best interior out of some of the GM cars.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I wouldn't dispute that. Big Mike's Hoopty Barn. He's out with Mama Hoopty at the horse auction. Thanks for checking in. We appreciate you. And by the way, Mike has a live coming up tomorrow, I believe. He is going to give an important update regarding the fuel relief fund. He told me who he's got on the committee, and he's got excellent picks on there that are helping him get that all ironed out, and that's going to help some people make it to the No Name Nationals. So proud of how that's turning out. But he has a live over there on his channel tomorrow. And especially if you're applying for fuel relief or want to apply for fuel relief, go check out his live on Big Mike's Hoopty Barn. Levi said he added 200 pounds and had a full stomach. Well, there you go.
Well, so unfinished project answered your question, John.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw it for that license plate.
License plate. No, it says it refers to 2,576 pounds of weight transfer required to lift the front wheels, and the 35 is the distance in inches the front wheels are carried in a production car.
Well, I read that wrong then. Tomorrow night at 6:30 is his live.
Oh.
2,756 pounds of weight transfer on a Demon off the line. Carries tires 35 inches. That looks about like what they've shown in those commercials where they've done that. But see, when I think of Demon, I don't think of that Challenger they call a Demon. I think of an actual Demon from 71 or 72.
The real Demon, the one
I've never even seen one of those modern Demons. I don't think I've ever even seen one. Maybe I have. It's a Challenger. How would I even know? I don't.
They got a badge on the fender, but like every Challenger has that badge now.
Buck is doing a channel review tomorrow at 6 Eastern. Looks like you guys will overlap a little bit. I don't know right offhand, but that's cool. Buck, by the way, I believe he's slipped to second in the standings of the No Name 500. But let's see here. So Heavens Mopars was in the lead yesterday at 454. Buck does it at 447. All right, who is going to cross the finish line next? Tell us in the comments, because Heavens Mopars is at 454, Buck is at 447, Mostly Old Parts and Rust Patrick is at 427, Dude Mopar 423, Punisher Le Mans 413, and JB's Little Shop at 408.
JB's bringing up the rear, but they're going to finish.
If JB leapfrogged them all to get there a day quicker, it'd be pretty cool. As long as they all finish, it really doesn't matter what order.
Levi's Backyard Performance. Levi's saying, John, what about a parts fund or something like that? Probably a little late in the game.
We all have a parts fund. It's called, having to work and horse trade and everything else. I will say we've got a dynamic community here that has helped people out. I've seen people say, hey, I need this part. And somebody else in another part of the community will say, I have it. Let me get it to you. And we've seen a lot of that. So this community has been really good about helping each other with hard parts and fuel. Really, really proud of that.
Whoa, here's one that you need to read, John.
What's that?
Unfinished Project says my first live will be on 2/30/23. So
okay,
February 30th.
We've all he said he'd be a guest on mine.
Well, no, it says February the 30th, right? Which
I know.
Isn't.
That's when he said he would be a guest on mine.
Oh, all right.
That's exactly. Yes. He and I have already discussed that. That's exactly when he wants to be on camera. Blake says it's anyone's race. Yes, it is. As long as they all make it, it doesn't make any difference to me what order they finish in. None at all. See, I like this. See, Shopcat, he makes an effort. Look how much time it takes him to do his best to use every character available to try to greet everybody. I love it. I think that's great. Very cool, you Shopcat. Shopcat is really cool. All right, I got to get real time here. The comments jump in groups when I watch on StreamYard. Sam drives his Cutlass every day. Yeah, that's a rowdy daily driver. That is cool, though. Really cool. Buzz puts up the link for Dude Mopar. Yep. Dude Mopar is in fourth. I think that all these guys I just mentioned have it in the bag. The question is how quickly they'll get their 400 and their 500, not if they will. I see it. Unhide that one, or hide that comment so it'll keep scrolling. Yeah,
right, well,
good sized crowd in here today. Dallas and I got a lot of fun stuff to do. So
this week,
tell them about the monkey bike. I think I'm kind of excited about that.
I have procured a CT 100U, and John and I are going to modify it. and then it's essentially going to be raffled off to some young kid at St. Jude's to run in the monkey bike class.
Right. I'll tell you something. I've only ridden a two-wheeled motorized vehicle about 20 feet in my whole life. Will that change? I don't know. You'll have to tune in and find out.
But we're giving ourselves, 96 hours to build this monkey bike?
Yeah. It's doable. Hey, my friends built that demo derby car in 15 days and painted it in 13 minutes and showed up to the pits with it still smelling like paint drying.
Did they win?
They didn't win, but they made the field. They were in the show.
That's cool.
Yeah. Actually, they got stuck on the wall. They got stuck up on top of this concrete barrier and couldn't get free. So who knows what they've done had they not gotten stuck, but they got stuck early. So that was that.
Well, Blake was asking, can you enter the monkey bike in the burnout contest? I don't see why not.
Yeah, go for it. Andy, I'll see what I can do. It's possible.
That's what needs to be on all John Wilburn lives from now on, is the thumbnail of John riding a wheelie on the monkey bike.
I thought about that because Andy has a video on his channel where he bought a Honda Monkey.
He has like the literal monkey bike.
And the title is something like 300-pound guy on a Honda Monkey, right?
I saw that, yeah.
I'm just behind Andy. I'm up in the twos, but I mean the bike is even smaller, so it'll be a good visual.
Well, I rode it around and I almost fell in my pool with it. So
you can't fall. You can't drive that into the swimming pool without having a camera on. That would be a criminal.
That thing was so small.
You won't have to, Blake. We'll see. If you guys want to see me attempt to operate that thing, let me know. I see Dakota in here. Dakota, since we have a full complement of mods, why don't you let them know when you would like your timeout?
He brings up a good point, though. He brings up a good point. If you're going to ride the monkey bike, should you dress up and look like Paul Sr.? Should you try to look like Paul Sr. on it?
I can't look like Paul Sr. He looks cool.
Really? John, this is like literally a sleeveless shirt and a fake handlebar mustache.
I don't know. We might be able to pull that off. Big Block 402 says that he and Mongrel's Garage will be there Thursday morning to work. Will I be able to bring candy cane to the track and leave it overnight? Sure. The gates open at noon on Thursday. I'll be there early, but make no mistake, Thursday is a work day.
Yeah, we're probably going to be jumping through our butt, to be honest.
We're going to be hustling to get things done Thursday. But here's the deal. I haven't set the time yet, but Thursday evening, we are all going to make a cruise over to Lambert's Restaurant. It's 6.9 miles away. Okay. So you can bring your rowdy stuff. Okay. 6.9 miles is all
monkey bike. Who's going to be the first one to ride a monkey bike to Lambert's?
We're not telling anybody not to drive something not DOT approved. We're not going to question how it got there. But anyway, we're going to cruise over to Lambert's. It's 6.9 miles away. So I think we're just going to go
Thursday night. And I'm telling you, that was the dumbest thing of them guys to tell us, no, there is no reservations. You're going to have to walk in. And we're like, there's like 200 of us.
We're going to take that place over on Thursday night. Lambert's, if you're watching, get ready. Because not only are you
you might want to write a reservation in for that Thursday night.
Not only are you going to have a ton of us, we're all bringing our iron. There's going to be cars it's not going to, your parking lot, somebody's going to think that your parking lot has been rented out for something else.
Car show, yeah.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I think John Cope is driving Mr. Haney to Lambert's. Andy's driving Casper to Lambert's. We're going to have all kinds of fast stuff in that parking lot. It's going to be
I'm sure Mopar Al would drive Slaghammer to Lambert's.
Oh, yeah. I can see it. I bet the Junkyard Jet guys, who knows, they might even, but Junkyard Jet, there's a rumor it might be running. And you guys are going to have to watch Daddy's Money Garage to find out. But you know what? Word on the street is, hey, check this out. I can't, let's see here. Now, I can't show you this video, but I can let you hear some of it.
Ignition, fuel, fans. That one is lit up. I'm going to stand back here because she's louder than hell, and I don't want to...
Okay, that's enough.
It sounds like pudding with some hot rod.
I don't know. I don't know. You got to watch Daddy's Money Garage to find out what that was. Maybe you'll get to see more of it over there, or hear more of it over there. I don't know. It's a little teaser. Dakota, let Andy or Blake or Joe or Buzz or Fubar or Ari know when you would like your timeout. You cannot escape it tonight. Sometimes you get amnesty. It's like the TSA trusted traveler thing, the pre-check thing. Sometimes you get it at random. Sometimes you get that free pass at random. Tonight's not one of those. You got to get a timeout somewhere in here. Rapid Transit says sounds rowdy. Yes, it does.
Dude, I was telling Shane the other night on the Wednesday Night Live, I think I'm feeling left out here. I don't have anything there, and I know for a fact that you and I want to participate, but we cannot, right? Like, we're not got enough time.
You have no idea. You have no idea. I'll say this.
I did all the effort to get Mr. Rodder's Neighborhood up over 500 subs. So I think I'm going to have one of my Lemons guys bring the Lemons car. Bring the Lemons Buick.
That's right? It. James and James show. Fubar put up the link. Fubar, you're an awesome mod, and thank you so much for lurking. I don't say this taking a swipe at absolutely anybody, but I think Fubar is the best mod on YouTube. I rank him above me and everybody, just because Fubar is the most unselfish, on point, always there, lurking, handles things, has the right amount of judgment. Do you do this? Do you not? Do you axe them? Do you let them slide? Fubar is a fantastic mod. And he doesn't take an ounce of spotlight for himself. He just does it. He's great. Fubar the Axe. Thank you so much. I don't always see you in here, so I don't get a chance to thank you often enough, but I really do appreciate you. Mopar Den says, I heard a rumor that Dakota may be tasked with holding umbrellas, providing shade for the attendees. Dakota may just be just for you.
No, that was just patrol seating, I thought.
Well, Mopar Den, you know what? I would love for Dakota to be there. You talk him into it. And Dakota, by the way, last time that we got to talk about this, you had mentioned that the cost of fuel was a thing. We have a fuel relief fund. You know that, right? You can see the video on my channel. You can see the email for Big Mike. He's the chair of the fuel relief committee. If you need, if fuel is your obstacle, by all means, reach out to him.
Dakota says, are they quick enough for all my accounts? And I know he has like 19 accounts or something.
Yeah. Well, I recognize the main account, and we get a special recognition to David Coe.
Oh, well, you know what? And I guess I should throw this out there because the majority of these people are the ones that would be on the Wednesday Night Tech Talk Live. But we're doing Wednesday Night Tech Talk Live again. It's over on the IHRA channel. It's myself and Shane Polito. The
Big Block 402 says James and James show has a dyno shop in Paducah, Kentucky. Well, that's cool, man. I hope they come out.
James that's right there by the track.
Yeah, come to the event.
We're probably going to go right by the place.
Tall Garage. By the way, you know what? We want to. So, just first of all, we want to move on past drama and problems and just go as quickly as possible, because I have dedicated way too much time dealing with people who have decided to be problems as it is. It takes away from my ability to work with the 99% who are cool and fun and just want to go and have fun and enjoy that event. That said, here is something that's going to help a lot. I'll go ahead and tell you now. I wanted to announce this with the beginning of the 2023 No Name Nationals, but I'll tell you now. we're going to have a channel review committee. Okay. We're going to have some well-respected people in our community. Okay. Lots of different people. That way we don't have any kind of cliques or favoritism or any of that. And they're going to evaluate the conduct of channels and what they do and whether or not they're operating in the spirit and proper conduct of the No Name Nationals. So, this year, hey, man, this is the first year. We live and we learn. We want to let everybody just say, hey, you're grown people, behave, get along, and we mend that as we have to, right? I'm not an authoritarian by nature. That said, I owe all of you cool people who conduct yourselves civilly and responsibly and are cool and good neighbors. I owe it to all of you to make sure that that's the way that this event is conducted. So we're going to have a channel review committee. And I got to say, all the people I see in here tonight, that's not who we're talking. None of you have anything to worry about. But this is just designed to say, look, this is the bar of civility that we want to see. Okay? Family Garage, by the way, there are all kinds of people who need to call out. Look around. There are 4,000 No Name Nationals videos. Look around. There's all kinds of good races out there for you. All kinds of them. In fact, you know what? You can message me. I can probably think of a few. If I sit and think about it, it'll be.
Whoa! What about Daddy's Money Garage?
But there's a lot of people out. There's no limit to how many cool people there's going to be to run. Don't worry about that a bit. Oh my goodness! Look out! Dave Marshall's in the house. Dave Marshall, listen, my 1966 Galaxy would hop Coke cans in parking lots, and you couldn't grab a $100 bill off the dashboard.
Well, put it up there now.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, let me tell you, man, we're going to have a collection of people who want to be there and who are committed to having a great time and a civil time. And we're going to have that. So there is no shortage of good people to race. Don't forget this too. You can make call outs at the event too. Nothing says you can't.
That would be great. That would actually be great because it would get you a lot of mileage if you were doing like a live stream and called somebody out.
Hey, you know what? So here's something. Dallas is exactly right. What if you're strolling through the pits live and just make your call out right like that? Right?
Yeah, like, hey, how's it going, Mopar out? Get your junk up to the starting line. I'm going to blow the freaking doors off.
Has that ever been done before? I don't know. Will one of you guys be the first? I hope so. That sounds great to me. Maggie's ready to power shift past somebody. Maggie's going to have all of the praise she wants, but she better bring enough because we're going to have all kinds of people there ready to throw down. It's going to be
Dr.
great.
Art. Dr. Art is our newest crew guy for our Lemons car, and everybody else caught the vid, and it was just me and him thrashing on it last night trying to do wiring on the whole car. We ran out of sunlight, and it just got miserable. But he's a busy dude.
JB says we're going to need the track for 2 weeks to do all the call outs. You know what? We're going to run and run and run and run and be glad we don't have a curfew. It's going to be great.
Yeah, well, and here's the thing, though. Think about it. Friday night, we're having bracket races, the 10-5 shootout, and then soon as the burnout competition starts, there's no more cars going down the track, right? So if you want to get some call-outs in before that, if there's some downtime, jump on it, right? That's what I would do.
So Raining Slant 6 with a chance of cannonball. You know what? His comments are always worth reading just for the name, even if he didn't put a comment. He's missing the live stream he did with Tony. Here's the thing. So Dallas is doing a live stream. You should plug what you're doing with Shane Polito on Wednesdays now. Tell them about that in case they didn't catch it.
Oh, well, okay. So Wednesday Night Live is back. Wednesday Night Tech Talk Live is back. It's over on the AHRA channel. It's happening at 7 Central Standard Time. And I'm trying to keep the same schedule. It's essentially the same thing, except for Shane and I are a couple hundred miles apart. We're doing it with Streamyard, and I'm a novice, and I suck at it. So, but other than that, though, it's back. And we just did one, and I posted it up again as I had problems transferring it over to StreamYard anyway. So
Dallas is paying some tax with learning StreamYard, how it broadcasts to YouTube. It also does the recording, and then it's not hard to fumble the snap between the two. But
yeah. But we got one from Wednesday up there, so go check it out. The only thing it's missing is the live chat. So
Mopar Den, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Really, I do. Mopar Den's going to be there to No Name Nationals. It's always a treat to see Mopar Den. He is a wonderful person. And thank you for your support. Dust Devil, hey man, check this out. Just for you.
You can't sleep now. It's the double nickel. You're in trouble.
Hey, by the way, so Dust Devil Garage, if you guys have not been following the build on his Duster, he's been quietly getting a lot of stuff done lately on that car. He's got some new stuff to see. If you haven't been over there lately, you may want to go check it out. That car looks just a little bit different than the last time you saw it.
It's got the big slits.
You may want to go check it out. Don English is asking, do they have lights at Sykeston?
Of course.
Yep. All kind of lights.
Yep, they actually got LEDs.
Blake puts up a link to the AHRA History channel.
Oh, well, is that what it's called?
Well, it's AHRA. Yeah. Just AHRA.
Yeah, originally it was called the History channel, and then I kind of just let it sit idle when it was hard to make videos, when my schedule got to be chaotic, and then everything has just been a whirlwind ever since. So,
hey, Mitten Made Muscle. One thing about that, so Ari, who's a mod for UTG, he's doing lives on Sundays. I know that Sam from White Trash Motorsports, he's gotten the Sunday live in here and there. So you know what? We do the content creator workshops occasionally on Sunday. There's still action going on Sunday.
Duke Pope Mopar is asking, is the tree at Sykes an LED? I think it is incandescent. I think it's still incandescent bulb.
Uh-oh. I know a certain super I'm going to call out if my car's running.
Uh-oh.
Well, you know what? Call it out now, and that'll incentivize you to get the car running. Because I know that super has got some stuff it needs done too.
Well, he just had something like the ECU just fried or something, didn't he?
What's that?
He just had something like the ECU fried on it or something.
That's the thing. So you guys have a race with your car, your own car first, before your cars can race each other. It's going to get exciting. Hey, Buzz, thanks for the link. Dust Devil Garage. Yep, go check it out. So go see what Brian's got going on over there. He's been busy. Yeah, Henry did. Henry did. Henry's got some neat stuff, by the way. I saw a video, pickup trucks drag racing on dirt. It's so cool. I think I even shared that when I was flipping through and I stopped and I watched for a second and I couldn't stop watching because it was really exciting. And I shared that video out. So,
all right. Well, Travis Mopar Garage is saying he needs to talk to me about teching his truck. Just send me an email at dallas@ahraonline.com and we can handle it all on an email, hopefully.
Hey, Smacky, good to see you. I get a little behind because when I stop and grab one of these, I see some. Oh, what is Sam saying there? Yeah, so Sam has now gotten a regularity with it, live every Sunday at 8 Eastern. So there you go. There you go. And I know Ari's live sometime in there. Maybe a little bit different time frame because I know he's Pacific time. But yeah. Our community is picking up the ball and carrying it. And one door closes, another door opens, and we're all still here.
Yeah, well, besides the monkey bike, John, what else we got going on? We're going to have the internet set up this week.
We're going to go see the trophy guy, too.
Oh, yeah, we are going to go see the trophy guy because you're coming during the week. So
yes,
we'll go see the trophy guy and what he's got going on, and we'll probably do a live stream from there.
Yes, Ari does do great lives. He really does. Ari's a cool cat, and you don't get to see much of him because he's usually, you know, doing mod duties
the other day for like an hour.
Ari's a neat dude. Yeah, I'm really fortunate to have gotten to know a lot of these guys, you know, outside of YouTube and meet a lot of them, and they're just wonderful people.
Oh, so Dizzy Izzy said he went down to 268 and back up to 274 now. Hey, okay, so I just watched your latest video there, Dizzy, and I'm going to give you just a bit of advice. Leave the politics out of it because you're going to polarize your audience, and you're only going to get half the number of views you would normally would and half the number of subscribers.
That's also true with Andrew Nelson. He does lives on Sunday also, generally a little earlier. So you know what? Those are fun lives. The whole Nelson
family. He's going to be on the dyno with the Datsun.
Yes, the whole Nelson family out in the garage working on their stuff. They're fun. Great people too. Great people.
Sunday on dyno. I might have to tune in for that because I want to see this thing. I bet you it's going to be well over 1,000 horsepower.
The Nelsons are wonderful people when you see them in their videos. They're wonderful people in the chat. They're wonderful people in person when there's no camera rolling or anything. That's just who they are. So check out their lives. I really enjoy what they do every chance I get. Raining Slant 6 with a chance of cannonballs says, I know you're going to have a burnout contest and a carb shot put. What do you think about a stickball game for those who might get there early? You could call it Slant 6 Rocker Chef Stickball. What do you think about that, Dallas?
I don't know. I'm pretty much game for whatever.
I have no
early.
idea.
I mean, it's the world is your oyster at that point.
Here's the deal. We want to have the carb shot put to raise money for St. Jude's. Okay, David Vizard is planning to be there. He wants to raise money for St. Jude's. I want to help him find ways to do that. I gotta tell you, St. Jude's is the hardest place on earth to get a call back from. But I'm trying, and I'm going to. If I have to stop in there somehow on the way to Sykeston, I'll do it. I'm going to get a hold of those people because I need them to, know what we're doing because we want to give them a check on October 1st on Saturday in person so they can collect what we raise. But we're going to be doing a carb shot put to raise funds for St. Jude's. It's just going to be a barrel of fun, shot put in a 4-barrel for distance. And that's one of the things we're doing to raise money for St. Jude's. Also, some cool stuff with Vizard you don't want to miss. So we'll be talking about that on a live with him here real soon. Vizard and I were supposed to meet a few days ago. He was a little under the weather, so we've moved that back a little bit. But when I do, I'll put it up. I'll give you some notice, and we're going to talk all about what we're doing with St. Jude's, the No Name Nationals with David Vizard. Always a treat to be live with Vizard.
So here, Levi is saying something kind of cool. He says he'll have merch at all the events I go to this year, if anyone is curious, all handmade by his wonderful significant other. So, if you guys see him, go over there and get one of his shirts, get one of his decals.
Don English has a Levi's Backyard Performance hat. I've seen it.
Oh, really? I have not seen it.
You know what? Yeah, Dawn, next time you're on a live, you should rock that hat just for Dallas. Wear your hat indoors. Vizard is the man. Yes, he is. He's a good person.
That's Dakota's time in. He's
it.
Already on his second account.
Unity Motorsports Garage, Vizard's protege. He'll second that. DV's a great person. And has forgotten more than most of us will ever know about.
I'm going to bring my book and have him autograph it. How to hot rod a small block Chevy.
Now you're thinking. There's going to be lots of cool stuff.
Maybe I should buy a box of those books and sell them there so everybody could have them autographed.
Well, that's the thing. So we're raising funds for St. Jude's, and there's going to be opportunities to win things like that. Okay, so I know we got less. I'm going to talk about it with Vizard in detail. But if you like David Vizard's books, if you like Vizard's seminars and these kind of things, you want to be there. You're going to have the opportunity to win some stuff.
Well, I was talking to Dakota, and he wanted to auction off his skittered up underwear.
You know what? That's creepy.
I don't think you need to catch that, huh?
DV is working on some cool stuff. By the way, Brian sent me this, and I'm assuming he wants me to put it up here. Here we go. Ooh. Looks a lot different than the last time some of you guys have seen it. So now, obviously, it didn't have that in there a week ago. Got some hardware under the hood. And you see it now sitting on the ground on those cartoonishly big slicks. So that car's coming together. He's still got to get brakes on it. He's still got to get it wired.
But as Andy would say, he's part of the Tunnel Ram Mafia now.
Yeah. I'm telling you, Brian, forget the glass. Forget all the nice stuff. Get that thing wired and plumbed and work some bugs out of it.
Yeah,
Does he
put
have
a full face helmet on and forget all the glass and everything inside the interior. Just bolt a seat in it and
yes, forget it. You can do that stuff later. Dust Devil's asking, does Vizard have any Mopar books? No, I don't believe he does. However, I will say, if you want to have a faster Mopar, read his books on Chevrolet and head porting and everything else. That knowledge is very portable. Very portable. Yes, Dust Devil is a Tunnel Ram Mafia member, and I will be soon, maybe for the next year's event.
You know, I have one for my T-Bird.
I've got the carbs. I've got the engine. I have the heads. I don't have the I don't have the Tunnel Ram itself, but I will.
Uh-oh. Ari's saying that howdy all, his hands are too greasy to type in detail. So he's thrashing in California.
Bad Tree says we might need a wheelie contest. Well, guys, bring your stuff that drags the back bumper, and we will. In fact, we have a trophy for wheel stand.
Hey. Oh, did we give that out? I don't remember if we told everybody.
Well, we got trophies for all kinds of stuff.
Oh, we do.
We'll be there Tuesday.
I don't remember if we have one for. We do. We should have one. Oh, that's right. Somebody else is working on it. I was like, man.
That's it. Yep. We got lots of cool stuff going. And you're going to be seeing this stuff with your eyes this week. There was actually a snafu at the printer today with the banner. I thought about grabbing the banner today. It's not really going to change when we physically put it up, but it's going to delay when I get there and kind of rearrange my schedule with Dallas. So we're still going at the same time, but it changes. We flip some details around. But you guys are going to see it.
I need to address this one. This is kind of important. Leighton Motorsports says, will IHRA deal with Jeffers affect no-name nationals this year? Okay, so Larry Jeffers, if you haven't been paying attention to everything that's happening in the hot rodding world, Larry Jeffers bought the IHRA, okay? And yes, he's technically the owner of the IHRA, but they're going to continue their season until the end of the year. But in regards to our event, No Name Nationals, it's going to be at Jefferson Motorsports Park. There's not going to be any impact that you'll ever even see, except for maybe there might be an IHRA banner there. I have no idea. But right now he's sanctioned through the AHRA. Now, when his deal goes into effect, I'm certain that we won't be racing at Jefferson Motorsports Park next year if that's the case, unless he sells it and someone brings back the AHRA. But it'd be kind of not smart for him to own the IHRA and then have an AHRA track when he owns the track.
Now, I haven't mentioned this because it's kind of abstract, but I'll say this. It's completely good terms. I mean, we don't have any problems at all here. It's just this is the only odd, unusual, one in a million kind of thing that actually affects that. Jeffers buying the IHRA and just happened to be owning that track. So it's not like anyone's getting the boot or anything. It's just, if a guy drives a Ford and then he buys General Motors, it stands to reason he'll drive a General Motors the next year, right? Just kind of that kind of thing. It was a 1 in a million lightning strike, but it doesn't change our event. Jeffers is still excited about having us there. We want Jeffers to be at the event.
Yeah, actually, he's shown some interest in that he wants to bring some of his own pro mods down. Right?
Yeah.
Some of the weird eclectic stuff that you guys would really dig on. Like there's a school bus pro mod, there's a dump truck pro mod that he was working on. And he had shown some interest in bringing that stuff down. If he is going to, I don't know. He was supposed to call me this week, but I imagine since the news broke early about the IHRA, I'm on the very low priority list at the moment.
He's swamped right now. He's swamped. Okay, so there's just no doubt about it. I am sure that Jeffers is completely covered up. However, we're still talking with him about that. Pro mods will be awesome. Pro mods are always awesome.
Yeah, I told him, I said, hey, you own the track. Why don't you just bring a booth, set it up out there, display some of your stuff, and then make a couple of show passes,
Howdy, Jed. How you doing? Howdy, Rude Mopar Dude. How you doing? Destroyer 1320 in the house. Glad all you guys could make it.
Travis Mopar Garage. That could be a possibility as well. Why can't it be an IHRA, AHRA track? I just don't think Larry Jeffers owning the IHRA is going to pay me a sanctioning fee again next year.
Well, it's a very unusual situation, but understand that it doesn't affect our event, nothing like that. But it's unusual. Now, the odds are we probably wouldn't have Jeffers as an AHRA track available to us for next year, but we'll cross that bridge here in a few months.
That's next year. Yeah, I mean, that doesn't mean anything because this is just the sanctioning body that's putting on the event, right? There's nothing saying that Larry can't have an IHRA track and we have an AHRA event there, right?
Sure. Right. And the other thing, too, is understand he still wants us to be there. He wants to be there. This isn't anything about our event at all. It's just a free sanctioning body thing that is outside the scope of anything we're doing. But it's
I'll put it bluntly, I guess. And Larry Jeffers builds pro mods. IHRA was pretty much the birthing ground of pro mod, right? So Larry is kind of tied to that sanctioning body just by what he does, right? And so I could see him having a lot of, I don't know, I guess heartstrings attached to the IHRA when he saw them start to go south, and he had the opportunity to fix what he felt was wrong. And that's the same thing that happened with me with the AHRA. It really is just I got so mad at the NHRA guys screw me around, and I'm paying all kinds of money, and then I can't race at their tracks. That's ridiculous. I didn't get thrown out, and people complained that I didn't have the electronics in an electronics dominated class. So I just started my own damn sanctioning body.
Well, it's all good. It's all good. It's all going to work out. And everything is great with what we're doing.
Scott Speed Shop is in the house.
Jed says it's a lot to say hi to. Yeah, man. Tell me about it. I don't even think I quite got to greet everybody in 6 minutes at the beginning of this.
He says he's just replying to comments in his Pro Stock Hemi video.
Oh, I bet.
They had it running on the one. They had it running on one distributor.
For those of y'all who didn't know, Jed has a Pro Stock Hemi with 2 distributors. So you can check that out on his channel.
After this live, of course.
Just Mopar Joe wants to know how many miles are on that clutch, Jed. It's getting there. Come on, man. If your ice cream shop is a mile from the house and you need 200 more miles, it means 100 more trips for ice cream. 2 a day and you've got it done, right? I'm just... Oh, man.
Yeah, well, Joe, just Mopar Joe saying excellent cooler weather is coming soon. And that's the exciting thing that I'm digging. I love the fall, all right? Like when you get to Jeffers, the fall is going to be the bomb. it's like the perfect time of year because you can literally sit in the car almost all day with the jacket on. It won't bother you. And then the nighttime, it doesn't get freezing cold.
Right, but it's going to be good, cool weather. It's going to be comfortable. Cars are going to be fast. It's going to be fantastic.
Yep.
He's got no interest in driving Jezebel when he's got a Hemi to play with. Well, first world problems, my man.
Oh, you can fix that easy. Put that Hemi in Jezebel and go drive the shit out of it.
Buck, how you doing, man? You sneaked back in. James and James says, we are the new guys here. How do you set up the grudge races? Still trying to decide which vehicle to bring. May do a video and let everyone decide for us. Well, tell you what, you can do that. You can do it any way you want. We don't really have any rules on that. So you want to make a video and say, here we are, come and take it. You can call out people with a video. You can do it however you want.
You could call out people on this live. You could call on them on a video. You could literally set up a community post.
Sure.
And have your followers vote.
Anything. You can do it in reverse. You can say, this is what we have. Who wants to challenge us? As long as you do it civil and in a good way for the community and good spirits, we don't care how you do it. Be creative. You do anything you want. This event is for you guys. We're just giving
if you really wanted to make it awesome, I would find another car that's almost exactly what you have, time-wise or ET-wise or whatever, and then call them out for a best of 3 heads up, right? And then you don't have to put any money on it. It's all bragging rights, right?
Yeah.
But I think what would be kind of cool is go find like one of those 80s nylon jackets and then, have some embroidery put on the back that says, I got my ass drugged by blah, blah, blah. And then you got to wear it the rest of the day or something.
Zero. Glad you're in here, man. Fubar put up the link for the James and James show. Go over there, check those guys out, see what they're doing. And you will have plenty of action in this community to set up a call out. So it'll happen. All kinds. And here's the other thing, too. You guys can negotiate these races, too, So let's say, you know what? Because you don't have to pick something that's the same or similar or anything. You could say, okay, I know this is out of my league. I want 2 lengths. You can do that. You can pick your tree. You can do a sportsman tree. You can do a pro tree. You can do an instant green tree. You've got options. So you guys are the content creators. See, this is the thing. You're content creators. You guys are creative. Be creative. As long as it's safe and it's civil, do about anything you want.
Leighton Motorsports brings up a good point. We should have a Fat Boy Lambert Feeties race. So the first group to Lambert's, I guess.
I just know we're going to cruise over to Lambert's on a Thursday. And we're going to
Thursday's going to be the inaugural No Name Nationals. I guess we'd call it I don't know. When everybody traveled to Oregon, they had the Oregon Trail, right? What would we call it going to Lambert's?
Here's the thing. The event is Friday and Saturday. Thursday's a work day, but we're going to call the work day in time, and I'm going to figure out the time that works, and we'll post it. Okay, we'll announce it in a live. We'll post it and everything. You're all going to know when it is. But we're going to break away at that time, and we're going to take over Lambert's restaurant. Lambert's, you didn't want to give us a reservation. Guess what's coming now? We're going to go take over Lambert's. It's going to be great. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, let's see. Andrew
Travis wants 3:30 in the hit. Well, that's mighty sporting of you, Travis. James Show says, looking for people with similar times. Yeah, well, and some people don't want to tell you the times. So size them up. You can make a call out. You can tell somebody to come bring it.
I'll tell you what, James and James, the best thing to do is once this live's over, head over to Roadkill Customs. And he has videos up. He's also got pretty much an entire list. Buzz has a whole list put together of everybody that's there that's coming to the No Name Nationals. So you can look through those cars, see what you find. And if you find something that you like, call them out. And don't forget, Daddy's Money Garage is still kind of hanging out there with no one else to race, right?
Here's something too. Dizzy Izzy says he likes the family garage. Let's look at that family garage. You're already getting people interested in racing you. Jed Scott is telling you his time is 0. There you go. The more you know, right?
I guess if you don't drive the car, it's pretty much a 0, right? If it doesn't move.
Dust Devil Garage is saying he'll give Lunar the hit if he wants. Oh, sure. Lunar can spray or whatever you want to do, whatever y'all want to work out. Here's something else too. I'll just mention. This is kind of a time when there is some some natural attrition in an event like this. Just any event is going to have some people that, health problems. They like, well, for example, I was talking with somebody who was planning to bring something to the event, possibly, and blew up the engine just a couple days ago, and that changes things for them. So where one call out might not happen, or maybe they bring another car, it might create an opportunity for somebody else. So, for example, I know one team lost a call out here a couple days ago, but there's already somebody else who wanted to call them out, and now they can revisit that race. So there's where one door closes, another opens. There are plenty of people to race.
I guess the folks at Daddy's Money Garage, Junkyard Jet guys are racing Bad Tree.
Yeah, so Daddy's Money Garage is going to be in the Junkyard Jet. They want to race Bad Tree Productions Nacho Cuda. That is going to be a good race. It's going to be a really good race. It's going to be Magnum versus LA. Yeah. We'll see. I mean, here's the thing. Nacho Cuda, brand new engine, no testing on it. Junkyard Jet, brand new engine, no testing on it. So that race
brand new drivetrain.
Yeah, we could see. Who knows what will happen? Neither of them have any idea what those cars run right now. It's going to be exciting. Torque Racing Productions, glad you're here, man. Maggie will do a donut around you while you're accelerating. Well, maybe. Maybe. Speaking of donuts and craziness, the Destroyer1320.com burnout competition promises to be a hoot, right?
I'm betting it's going to be a lot of fun.
I think that all you guys who want to see the neutral drop guys participate in that, why don't you holler at them? Tell them we'd like to talk with them.
Tell them they have a chance to win the Destroyer1320.com burnout competition at the No Name Nationals and walk away with a trophy from that.
You know what? Go over into one of their videos and just bomb their comments saying, are you guys going to be at the No Name Nationals in the burnout competition? How could you not be? Because at the Destroyer1320.com burnout competition at the No Name Nationals, guess what? You can do it any way you want, including neutral drops or brake stands, or you can do anything you want.
Well, they might as well go over to Zip Ties and Bias Plies and do the same thing.
Yes, Jed. Yes, Jed. Why not? These guys have a huge theater to do all of their stuff. Well, you know what, Peckerwood Customs? So be it. We're going to take the chances, right? Cope's saying anyone racing a 46 RE with a trans brake and converter dump besides me? Probably not. That's pretty exotic there, John Cope. Andrew Nelson, yes. If one of the mods could grab that, that'd be great. Roadkill Customs has the call-out list. Roadkillcustoms.com, there's a call-out list right there.
Colin Tebow's asking me, what color is the AHRA shirt? Well, we got a couple of colors of them, but right now the big one I'm working on is the red.
The red is great. I love the red. I've got it on several videos. James and James wants to see some Aussie burnouts. Yes, we got a big old burnout pit. Well, look at this. Mostly Old Parts and Rust says that James and James need to have a race. Okay. Joe K, yes. No Mercy Reverse. That's what I'm talking about. I would love to see that there. So, yeah, go over their comments. Ask them what. Ask them what they want to do there. Well, and I know logistically it would be something, but no problem. We'll work with them on that. We can make that happen. Mopar Al says, guess I need to bring an extra set of tires.
Yeah, for sure, Al. Give that thing beans.
That's it. I was concerned that Al was afraid of getting tire rubber on the quarter panels of slag hammer because they're pristine, right?
Well, don't worry, Brian from Dust Devil Garage. We have more colors than red. I'm sending the reds out now if you order them. We have white, we had gray, and I think there's still some black ones left.
Hey, Brian, get the red shirt, and I'll paint just the left-hand side of it black after you put it on. And then on Saturday, we'll paint the other half black. Irish Outlaw says my tire guy has them ready to pick up. Oh, man. I tell you what, with a personality like Jay there, Irish Outlaw Garage, the burnout contest is not going to be safe.
Oh, dude. Well, I don't know. He might have to compete against my Lemons car.
Man.
I'm telling you, that thing's going to be a tire fryer like there is nothing else.
Let me tell you, we've got some people coming. They are coming to win. I mean, we've already had a few people say that burnout competition, they are not leaving without the trophy. So,
well, we got 5 spare tires just for this Lemons car.
Let me make an important point. The Destroyer1320.com burnout competition at the No Name Nationals, it has a trophy for honors, and it also pays $500 to win. Okay, so come throw down. Okay. Oh goodness, got to throw in some yellow too. Well, we can do that. We can spray paint you up there, Brian. We can do that. Creedence Chrysler, did somebody say donuts? Yeah. Mopar Den says the official travel song should be Orange Blossom Special.
I'll tell you what. You know what would be really cool? I think if you're coming on Thursday or Friday or Saturday, if you're on the road in your car heading to the No Name Nationals, record it with that song blaring in the background, and then we'll edit them all together for like a whole bunch of different views from inside of different cars, right?
LB Bruins has 178 subs. You know what? Go check out what LB's doing because he's doing a collaboration with Just Mopar Joe. Check out LB Bruins' channel. I know that channel's tough to find in the search sometimes, but you can go over to Joe's channel. I'm sure he's got it linked. They're collaborating right now. We need to get LB across that finish line. Let's get him up there, okay? I really want to see our good friend Vince, LB Bruins 79, you make it to the No Name Nationals as a participant. We want that to happen.
And here, Blake, that's a good idea. You know what? Blake's the right guy to help me edit it all. He's a hell of a freaking genius with that stuff.
Blake is really good at it. We have some real pros at editing in this YouTube community.
What's the time in the burnout pit is what Dizzy Izzy's asking. 10 minutes till the tires pop. There does have to be a time limit.
We'll figure that out. We got a lot of space. We'll figure that part out. The main thing is we got a lot of people that are wanting to incinerate some tires. So what'll happen is Friday after the last pair of cars goes down the track, it's going to be burnout time under the lights. It's going to be really exciting.
Yeah, we're going to be at the far end of the track, right? This is going to be nuts.
J. Russell Finch, most of the people there have never been down the dragway before. Most of the people there.
Now, that doesn't mean that they haven't been hot and heavy on the street somewhere, but most of them haven't been to the drag strip.
Yeah. Blake says, I'm here to help. Blake's always there to help. Blake's awesome. I've mentioned it before one time. He's one of these guys that you see what he does on his channel and all of that, but he does a lot of things behind the scenes to help too, and he's really good like that. I really appreciate Blake.
Well, Blake, we got to take it easy because when Mopar Al gets there, he said he's bringing some of the shine of the moon.
Yeah, you know. Watch all that. Oh, check this out. So Andrew Nelson says, I need a burnout for distance option. What do you think it'd be a problem if you tried to do a burnout down the length of the track?
I think, yeah, if you go from like essentially the water box to the finish line, you pretty much won the distance part of it.
Yeah, Blake brings up a good point. He subbed to LB Bruins, thought I already was. Understand, YouTube may have kicked you out or something, so go check your subscription. We really want to see LB Bruins make it to the finish line. He's been working hard. He's been putting up content. He deserves it. J-Bo says he'll do a neutral drop, no problem. Rock on, man.
Well, Bad Tree says, nope, no drinks till Saturday. We're called Bad Tree for a reason. So I'm assuming that was some terrible lights after too many sodas. Blake
wants to win this bracket competition. And if you want to win the bracket race, you better bring it, because Blake is not going to give it to you. He's good.
So it's the same way with what? Just Mopar Joe. Just Mopar Joe. Don't let his smiling face fool you. He was ready for a left hook immediately after you see the smile.
You know who else that people don't think of when they think of bracket racing, but he sure can do it, is Andy Wood.
Oh yeah, Andy's he's an accomplished bracket racer himself. So
and we talk about our old friend Red Light Ricky Giray there. Ricky actually, we say that, but he's actually a good bracket racer.
Yeah, all the guys they're all out of Iowa, right?
Yeah, he goes a lot of rounds, and you got to keep your eye on him. He might be the dark horse to win that whole thing. So we have some real ringers, and that's totally cool. They're all in our community. That bracket contest is going to be a barrel of fun.
And I'll tell you what, if you're already entered for Friday or Saturday or in whatever, jump in the brackets. You got nothing to lose. You learn how to do it. And then you won't be a novice if you've never done it before after that weekend, right?
Oh, look at this. Look at this. Joe says Maggie was number 2 in the stick shift drags in Cincinnati, 03 to 05.
That's UMTR. That's United Manual Transmission Racers Association.
Don't count her out. Yeah, we know Joe catches those lights really well. That bracket race is not going to be easy. Don't think that because these are YouTubers that you're going to say, well, I can bracket right now. You're not going to walk away with this thing. We got a lot of good bracket guys who are YouTubers. Yeah, Blake wants a piece of Joe so bad. You're going to be able to hear a pin drop over those engines when those two are staging. We got so much fun to have. We have so much fun we're going to have at this event. I'm telling you.
I know, and I think if the road here for you and I has been pretty rough, John. And as of lately, it's been rougher than before, but
it's had its moments.
Man, I tell you what, that weekend is if it's not crazy, and we're not jumping through our butt, it is going to be so much fun to just watch all this stuff happen and go down.
It's going to be amazing. It's going to be so much fun. I thought I saw Hoosier Garage drift through here.
Yeah, he's down at the bottom.
Hoosier needs he needs 3 people to get 1,700 subs. Help a poor guy out. Well, definitely check out what he's doing. I'll tell you, Hoosier's not afraid to get dirty with some fabrication work. If you saw what he did on his van and you saw what he's doing on that Duster, that's a worthy channel to watch right there.
Wait, was he supposed to be doing some shirts for us?
That's another thing we got coming up, because we got a lot of things this next week. Dutch Guy says, I'm late. How are you now? Good to see you. I talked to Dutch Guys today. He taught me some new things about IDing Mopar wheels.
Huh.
Second place is the first loser. No, everybody that makes it there is going to be a winner, because there's a lot to getting to that event in itself.
Well, yes. I'm going to throw this out there because we haven't said anything about it. It's been on the DL. And John doesn't even know what I'm going to say, and he's questioning life at the moment. If you win a certain competition at the No Name Nationals, doesn't mean you win the No Name Nationals. I'm just going to let you know that, right? So think about it.
Yeah. There's Dallas and I are going to lay something out. We need to meet to do this because it's a lot of stuff. But we're going to announce some things that you're going to want to know about your participation there. It's going to add a lot of fun to things. And Who's Your Garage is a new project to do. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Well, we still have
Danny
the van race, right?
Danny Boyd says, can one win the entire event? Perhaps.
Yes.
Perhaps.
I'm going to tell you right now, you want to participate in as many events as possible.
Just Mopar Joe says, how do you win? Win the bracket, the 28-10-5 with burnout. Well, I'll tell you what, that'd be a good start. That's a good start. Colleen Timo says, I'm so excited for this event. If I didn't have a car, I'd start walking tomorrow. That's the comment of the night right there. Everybody needs that spirit right there. Colleen wins the internet tonight. Yeah, so Torque Racing's on to we'll fill you in on this. Dallas Star meeting here, literally, it's gonna be a couple of days, and we're gonna clue you in. We've got something really cool in the hopper for how this event's gonna play out. It's gonna be great. Destroyer 1320 can't wait for this event. Well, neither can we, because yes, we've still got lots of things we're doing. We're getting them done. And it's so much fun. It's crunch time for everyone, including Dallas and I. But I'm telling you, that event is going to be awesome. And it's going to be so great when it gets here. Yes, we did have to give more lead time than we wanted to this year. We had to do that. We had to give the No Name 500 guys time. We had to establish our dates. We had to establish the track. It's a new category. We had to promote it longer than what we really should have, okay? We obviously promoted it 70 days too long at least. But we had to do that. It was a calculated thing. Next year, we won't. Next year, we'll have a much more normal time frame because everybody now knows what's coming. They know there's going to be another No Name 500. They already know some of the stuff we're going to be doing. They know to be ready for it. And that's going to be really helpful. And we won't have to protract it as long.
And there's something that's been brought up a couple of times. And I know our weekend is unfortunately on the same weekend as Duct Tape Drags. And that was not planned. That was just dumb luck. Okay. Yeah. We literally had, and if you go back and watch, we had 2 dates that were supposed to be the actual date. And then we had to move to the alternate weekend dates that we had. Yeah. And that just so happens to be on that weekend.
And understand, Duct Tape Drags didn't announce for 3 months after we did, after we changed the date. So we didn't pick their date, they picked ours. Just the way it goes. Just the way it goes. Dutch Guys Garage are in West Michigan. I knew they were up there somewhere. I wasn't exactly sure. So Dutch Guys Garage, when I've not texted anybody before, because I didn't have an occasion to text him before today, this is the text I sent Dutch Guys Garage today, just out of the blue, because I knew he wouldn't recognize my number. I said, does Dutch Guys Garage install Ford Tempo transmissions? This one has a shift kit. It has a front drum from a Studebaker Lark and an RV output shaft. I just need it installed. It has 3 speeds. It's very much fast. My lift collapsed last week. I mean, I always do that just to see if they know that they want to answer it, but they don't know who it is. We always have a little bit of fun with that.
Oh, Don, you guys are going to be down there at the No Name Nationals for your wedding anniversary?
Yeah.
Don and Wendy both? Well, that's cool. I don't have a trophy for that.
Yeah. Punisher. Well, Wendy is Dawn's trophy wife, right?
Well, I guess so. Yeah, that'd be fair.
Buff for sure getting close to 500. Yes, Punisher Le Mans is. Punisher Le Mans is growing at a fast rate. So Heaven's Mopars or Buck Does It, if you want to be next across that finish line, you better hustle because Punisher Le Mans is coming for everybody. He has surged up through that no-name 500. He's shown everybody how to do it. Yeah, just Mopar Joe's so we can celebrate together. I believe, is it the first Saturday, October 1st, is Joe's anniversary. So Joe is risking his very life to be at that event.
Well, he should bring the wife.
Yeah, no, Joe. What, Joe? Why don't you bring Beth, and she can ride shotgun in the burnout competition
and go to Lambert's?
Yeah, we'll make sure that happens, right? Joe, you get the old lady to come with you, and she can ride shotgun with me, and I'll enter the burnout competition if she'll ride shotgun.
John, if you want to do the burnout competition, all you have to do is ask. We'll put you in the Merc Buick.
I need Mrs. Mopar Joe to be my co-pilot. See, she knows I'm one of Joe's safe friends, you know? I'm like one of those good influence friends. So
yeah. Well, so Hoosier Garage is saying his nephew gets married that Friday, but he made this commitment first. Well, sweet.
Hey, man, we appreciate everybody. And in all seriousness, we know people are making sacrifices to be here. And we are doing everything we can to make this event the best it can possibly be for everybody, because we don't take that lightly. We appreciate all of you.
Well, and that's 100% true, but I do have to throw this out there. The neatest thing is we're getting closer and closer to November, which is generally midterm elections. And if you haven't noticed, gas prices usually plummet around that time.
Yep.
All right. So you may be in a world of happiness when this whole thing goes down.
Gasoline has dropped $1 a gallon in some places now. I know that my uncle was traveling here yesterday, day before, and he bought some gas probably $1 cheaper than it's peaking. By the way, yes, just Mopar Joe, I bet he's not 10 subs away from 8,000. So, yeah, I know who needs to do a sub drive for a channel with 8,000 subs, but that's great content. So if you're not already subscribed to Just Mopar Joe, by all means, go over and check out his channel. Good channel, even better friend, and he is going to put on a show at the No Name Nationals. I have no doubt. Mexican Spec in the house.
And Lunar's in here too. I didn't see Lunar.
Lunar is in.
Oh, there he is.
I gotta skip ahead. Tell you what, it's a good problem to have when you've got so many folks in the house that the comments jump like that a little bit, but I'll take it. I'm glad there's as many people in here anymore. So Aaron is saying that gas has gone back to the normal price here again. Well, here for Aaron there is Australia. So it went from insanely high to more than insanely high and back to insanely high. So there you go. Yes, Joe is top notch. Agreed. Oh, Don, that takes the fun out of it because I know Wendy will. I'm trying to incentivize Joe to get Mrs. Mopar Joe out there on the track. Oh yeah, Lunar gives a good update here. Supercharger is coming within the week.
Oh, I thought you had an ECU went bad or something.
Cutting it close there. Cutting it close. Joe who? Oh, yeah. Okay, it's the other Joe. So we all know that Family Garage Joe is the Joe. And the other Joe is that Just Mopar Joe guy. So
that's why he's Just Mopar Joe, right?
Yeah. Joe's asking, what size shirt would you like, Dizzy? Yeah, I was rocking my Dizzy Izzy shirt. I don't have it on right now.
I did that shirt. It's the right color. And it's just like basic and simple. I love it.
Don't you like the artwork on it?
I do. It's so like cool. I'm telling you, it's basic and simple and hits the nail on the head.
It's got that. Doesn't it make that shirt just make you feel like a caveman to wear? I love it. I think it's cool. I love it.
Who should
How
drive
many
us?
Adams are there?
Yeah.
I don't. That's a good question. That's a good question because a lot of you guys, I have no idea what your names. So I probably know more of your names than most people, probably anybody. But gosh, I even know Buffdale Campo's real name. Isn't that crazy? But I probably do know more real names than anybody here. But I don't know. I can't even think of another Adam offhand.
Well, where's Buff hiding out at? Is Buff still whatever he's doing?
So it went up 50 cents to 23.5 pesos per liter in Mexico. I have no idea what that actually works out to. Somebody else can do that math.
I just need to know the conversion rate.
Oh, wait a minute. What do we have here? Lunar, make it official. Do we have a race? I really want to show you some Duster taillights. Ooh. Brian just called a shot there. Roy Boy's late to this party. Yeah, man, but you're here. We're glad you're here. Thanks for stopping by. Dakota's time in, question mark. Dallas, answer mark. Andrew Nelson's already bought our 2023 No Name Nationals car. We just need a date. He's going to start the build videos in October. Rock on.
I don't know if we'll have a track by that point yet.
We will have a track, and we will have a great. And here's the thing:
by October?
No, but we will have a track, and we'll announce the dates. Don't worry, we got that covered. If there's no shortage of places that are going to want to host an event like this, I can tell you.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you right now, the event next year will not happen in March, April, May, June.
No, you'll have
July.
plenty of time.
So it'll probably be late August, early September when the weather's like reasonable and you're not frying inside the car or has an insane possibility of getting rained out.
Yeah, you have plenty of time. This year, you really had too much time, but it's a calculated gamble because it's a first-year event, so we did what we needed to do. This year,
we give everybody the opportunity to finish a car or whatever they were doing before they could come.
This year, if we had promoted it 180 days, would have been good. Instead, we promoted it 256. So the date change, I don't know if you can see that or not. Probably not. The date. This is my sheet. So this is a sheet that I use to know what to make my number every day. Okay. And on January 16th, it was 256 days. So that's how much time you have. Because even though we changed the date 5 days in, we moved the date 35 days back. So when we announced it, you actually had 226 days, but you had 256 when we changed the date. That's how much time you had. That was actually a little too much time. Because as I told Dallas, if you can't get a car together in 8 months, you're not going to get a car together in 9 months. So it probably only helps a few, but for those few it helps, that's great.
And the way I'm looking at this is maybe it's a good thing we didn't announce it on New Year's Eve like we had planned, because that would have been even further out, right?
You can thank Dallas and a good case of COVID for peeling 11 days off of that.
Yeah, and good case of COVID and a bad case of diabetes. So those two combined made the what did the Wonder Twins used to say? With our powers combined. But yeah, those two together almost got you no name nationals.
I think this is just crazy. So Lunar Outlaw Garage, is this just like a New York track thing? I have no idea. Lebanon Valley Dragway doesn't give you numbers for 8th mile. They just give you your speed. That's a quarter-mile track.
It gives you no. You got to look at the 660 marker.
Why would it not give you 8th mile ET though? Yeah, Mongrel says I can get all kinds of cars together in that time, not the 101. Mongrel's got a fun video out there. I saw him celebrating getting his 500 subs. I really enjoyed that.
Buff says, I'd like to pull another car from the honey hole for 2023 No Name Nationals. It's been fun building with a deadline.
I'm telling you. And here's the thing. When Buff jumped in, he had the right amount of time. He did. He had the right amount of time. So this just works out great. I'll tell you, it's been exciting. It's been exciting. We've enjoyed having Buff as part of this, part of the community. So, yeah, there are people who I know right now, there are people who want to build another car every event. Like right now, and not to get too far ahead because we got to look at the event that's in front of us, right?
Yeah.
Right. It's like my dad told me. He says, how do you get a good score qualifying with the rifle? Don't miss the targets right in front of you looking for the ones that are 400 yards away. Don't miss the ones right here. Don't miss this event looking for one that's over a year away. Look at this event. So Two Hacks Jeff has built a beautiful 68 Thunderbird, 521 tunnel ram and all of that. But he already knows what he's building for the next No Name Nationals in 2023. So, yeah, there's a lot of planning going on. We're just not talking about it yet. Believe me, there's already more going on in the works planned for 2023 No Name Nationals than some people have for events that are happening in the fall of this year. So it's definitely got a life of its own. It is off to the races. But, yeah, there's people I know right now who want to build another car and probably another and another.
Look at Destroyer 1320 here says, I'm back. I jumped on Vice Grip Garages live and called out the No Name Nationals a few times. Haha. He's committed. He's going to duct tape. I saw that months ago. I think he did that shortly after they announced the date, right?
Right.
John and I hit him up probably 4 or 5 times before that.
He probably already had a contract for that.
I think he does.
But couldn't announce it until they announced the date, because they announced a date for Duct Tape Drags 3 months after we announced the date. And word on the street is that we had an effect on that, but we'll see. Roy Boy, probably not be at Jefferson. We'll probably be moving to a different venue. That's not for sure yet, but probably so.
And if you guys want to throw in some input on what you would like to see for a venue, you know, if we're going to have to shift and go to another place, we don't know what Larry Jeffers is even thinking, you know. Let's get the first one out of the way before,
That's right.
We count out Jeffers, but the big thing is, if you have some input that you'd like to see, like, hey, we want, you know, I don't know, a trailer full of showers, or you know, a barbecue grill, or I think what would be cool is like a Mexican taco truck, right? In the pits. That would be awesome.
Ron English in the house. Ron English is a barrel of fun. Thanks for being in here, ma'am. Ron English is the one, by the way, who not only affixed the number to the wall of the hotel conference room with a screwdriver, but he's the one that went out and got a battery and jumper cable so I could try to burn the hotel down sounding a Roadrunner horn in the conference room. He likes to contribute to all kinds of bad behavior. I really like Ron English. Anthony says Sykeston's good for him, only 50 miles away.
Yeah, but
here's the thing.
How about a track in Iowa? I'll sacrifice the drive time. Don't worry.
When you look at what you want to track, see how it works at this venue this year, because there's a lot of things. Yes, Family Garage. I'm actually going to bring my manual tire changer and a couple of spoons so I can jump in and help people get tires on rims. Oh, and the NSB Custom guys. NSB, if you're in here, if you got the ability to bring a tire changer, that might be a really cool thing to have on hand for that burnout contest. Just saying, if you have the ability. But yeah, see how it works this event. There's a lot that went into it. We wanted a place that had shower rooms. We wanted a place that had a good level ground so we could have a lot of place to do things. There's a lot that went into in the location. There's a lot that went into Jefferson. We didn't make that decision lightly. Dallas and I probably wrangled more over the decision on the venue than anything. leading up to announcing the date and the place.
I don't know. Trophies is probably a close second.
It's a cool. Well, Trophies was freaking fun.
It was, and it was like every time I looked forward to when we would call, and then you're like, "Hey, I got an idea for a trophy. How about this?" And then we laugh for 5 minutes, and then we would come back and say, "Okay."
Oh yeah, let me tell you, we had so much fun. That was one of the most fun phone calls. I was sitting in this seat right here. And then occasionally, and I don't want to spoil it. I want to show him. But Dallas would tell me his idea for a trophy. I just bust out laughing. You gotta see what we're doing for trophies. This is great. Daddy's Money Garage is in the house. Yeah, KD Dragway. See, look,
that's not going to happen.
Yeah, see, look, I'll say this: East Coast. Okay, everybody's just saying where they are right now. I made this event much farther from where I live because I knew it was better for everybody. Okay, we could have it over here at Motor Mile Dragway that's 10 miles away from me. We could do that. It's a nice facility, but it wouldn't be right. It definitely wouldn't be right for everybody. Most of the old parts wants to know, is the junkyard jet running yet? What say you, Austin? There's rumors. Joe's got a backup plan for his engine. If he kills the 408, the 400 goes in.
Yeah, if we got to pick a place, John, let's pick somewhere close to us.
Yeah, you know what? Since you got let's do that. Let's just make it what, Dallas?
Crossville. Crossville sounds great. That's a nice track.
Yeah, Crossville, Music City, Buffalo Valley. Let's how about Elk Creek? Elk Creek in Virginia. They have the same size grounds, but it's not nearly as nice a facility as Jefferson. And it's just not going to work for that kind of thing. Yeah, I'd love to have
Jefferson. Jefferson. Okay, so it's not just the track. The track has shower houses. It has plenty of room for parking for you to camp, right? It's just outside of town far enough that there's really no limitations on the track. The other thing is 2.5 miles away is like, I don't know, 100 hotels right on the interstate. So that made it like real simple. But then you also got Lambert.
4-wide racing. You know what? And everybody can like what they want and whatever. Everybody's got their preference. I never took the 4-wide racing. I've seen it once. It just seems so weird to me. I never could.
NSP Custom Cars is saying winter no-name nationals down here in Florida. John and I actually kicked around the idea of picking like 3 or 4 different tracks, like a drag and drive event, and do a no-name national tour.
And everybody will say they want that, but then the reality is the logistics.
Could you imagine if we did that during gas price like it was?
The realities of doing that are not easy. And here's the thing: when you put an event like that together, you really, it's going to really change the nature of the No Name Nationals. So as much as those events are fun, we've got to be really careful how we would try something like that, because it's not quite as easy as you think. It sounds like, oh yeah, just do that. No, it's not like that. Maybe we can get into some of what we've talked about with that later, but needless to say, we really want to take care of the No Name Nationals, what it is, the way it works, the meet and greet, everybody together, the event. Take care of that first. It's really important. Yes, we've talked about a drag and drive thing. Yes, we have. But for right now, what we have and what we're concentrating on is having the biggest collection of YouTube automotive content creators anywhere. And we're going to cruise to Lambert's, and we're going to have meet and greet and bracket racing and 28-10-5 tire and burnout competition and call outs and the monkey bikes and raise money for St. Jude's. It's going to be a great time. And we don't want to get too many ornaments on the tree that jeopardizes that, because what we got right now is great, and we just don't want to mess that up.
Right. I think, and to be honest with you, if you're going to pick like super duper nice big facility track, we're probably not going to do that, because we would look like fleas on a dog's back at that point. Because when you have a facility that seats 100,000 people, we would look like a drop in the bucket. Now,
yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, look at some of these events where they do that. So you have cars roll into empty tracks and all of that. We really want to focus on is the community aspect of this event.
exactly.
And when you start making it something that has more to do with competition and stuff, it just gets murkier. So let's work on what we have now. Believe me, we have these ideas. We talk about these ideas, but we don't want to do them when we know the time isn't right.
Yeah, I know that what John and I have already talked about when we do if we do a second No Name Nationals, it will be probably further east. That's one thing that we kind of agreed upon.
We gotta look at the logistics of where it is, where people are coming from, and facilities and things like that. There are no guarantees it'll be further. None at all.
No, that's the only thing that we've even discussed.
No, but I wouldn't say that's the thing to say. I would say is we probably don't want to move it farther west because we look at the population of where people are coming from. I'd be open to moving it. I'm really open to most things, but we got to look. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this book, by the way, keeps getting thicker. It just keeps getting thicker. We're going to look at where everybody came from, and we're going to kind of weigh that into where it needs to be, right? If we'd had a bigger contingent come out from the West Coast, it'd make more sense. Does it make sense to go north or south? Well, we'll see. We'll figure that out.
Well, to tell you the truth, there's a lot of folks coming from Saskatchewan, Canada area, and like Idaho. And
yeah,
there's just quite a few of them. So, I mean, I'm sure it's going to weigh.
Lunar will be plenty of slow cars there. Lunar, are you you gonna throw down? Family Garage says we have hundreds of passes at Edgewater.
Oh, Lunar, yeah, that's because they ran the UMTR, right?
Cadillac. Yeah, Austin wants to push the jet down the 8th mile. So here's what we do. We all have a pool to see how many feet Austin makes it before he just...
How many feet he really makes it, right?
Yeah. Okay, so the clock's time out at 22 seconds. So we know we got to do it with a stopwatch. How long will it take Austin to push the junkyard jet down the track with John in the driver's seat?
Dude, we should do that and then time it by sundial. And then what we'll do is we'll put it on a video and speed it up, right?
We can do that.
And you could actually watch it happen.
Yeah, we can do that. I mean, there's nothing that says you can't push your cars down the track.
No.
I mean, there's all kinds of things people don't think about. Channel your inner Smokey eunuch. Say, what does it say we can't do? Don't look at it as what does it say we can. So Joe's saying, Daddy's money, how many lengths you want to put on Bad Tree? I need to know how much chain to hook to the Nacho Cooter. Lunar's saying not just any supercharger, an intercooled HTV 2300. I don't know what that is, but it sounds expensive and fast.
And outside my budget.
Yeah.
If it was me.
Colleen is locking in 3 minutes and 18. If Austin can push that car 660 feet in 3 minutes and 18 seconds, he's the man.
Yeah.
I want to see that.
I'm gonna pull the Price is Right thing here in like 1 second.
You know what? I actually pushed an engine. I pushed a big block Mopar on a dolly up my driveway. I don't know how long the driveway. It's probably about 60, 70 feet. I pushed it up from the cul-de-sac uphill into the garage. And man, by the time I got it up there, I'm like, thing's heavy, right? It's uphill, about 700 pounds. I can only imagine trying to push that car 660 feet, even on the level.
Yeah, you know what's really throws you for a loop? If you got a car with a spool and you're pushing it around, you try to turn.
Well, yeah. Well, John will keep the wheels straight. Here's the best part. This is easy. Jefferson doesn't have a place to cut out at 660 at the wall, do they?
No.
Aren't you committed to go all the way down the shutdown?
You're going down to the end of the shutdown.
Right. So you aren't just Mexican spread. No, I'm not. I was out of shape. I'm out of shape.
eighth mile track with a quarter mile of shutdown. So he's going essentially what, 3/8 of a mile.
1,300 plus 6. The shutdown is 1,300.
That's just till you turn off.
Yeah. That's almost 2,000 feet. I'm assuming they would fire it up once he crosses the 660. But
that's what I would do.
Woo! 10 minutes, 60 seconds. I'll tell you what, we really ought to do this. We ought to have some teams line up for a car pushing race.
Oh man, it's a good thing we got the ambulance going to be there. Then
I'm telling you, wouldn't be a bad thing to do. Colleen says my shape is round. Round is a good.
Aren't we all? The older we get, I think the worse it is.
Raining slant 6 with a chance of cannonballs says he appreciates what we've done. Hey man, thank you. Give some thought to setting up a dunk tank. Oh boy, it depends who we put in there. We could have some fun with that.
And then take
Sean
the
Fat
off.
Tire Guy Thomas, I haven't shouted you out yet. I've seen you in here. Sean stopped by the booth at Carlisle. So we'd like to see you in Sykeston. It's 2 hours closer than Carlisle to you.
Destroyer 1320. I can't even say it with a straight face. I'm a marshmallow. That's a shape, and it tastes good.
That's going to be the thing about No Name for us. We've built this car and have zero racing experience. We're genuinely the drag racing equivalent of giving an M60 to a toddler. Exciting stuff.
Well, just don't hold it in your hand.
Don, don't tell them stuff like that. I want to see them get their sneakers pulled off from the track prep.
Bear Rose says, I got my work cut out for me tomorrow. I have to move 2 1959 Ford wagons. Wow, did that jump far?
Neat.
And 158 Ford two-door, and none of them have rear ends or front tires. And I have 5 hours before the wife gets home. Man. Oh. Hey, you know what would really help that out? You know those round poles you get at like Lowe's? They're like they're wood. They're like a 4x4, but they're round.
Yeah,
just roll them under that stuff and start dragging.
Ed Machine says, "Ed's in the house. I'm glad you're here." Wendy's saluting her favorite brother-in-law. The English crew is a lot of fun. I really like those folks. Streetcar Chronicles Ryan is here. By the way, Streetcar Chronicles, Dallas, we need to do a live with Ryan from Streetcar Chronicles next time.
That dude is really, really funny.
I think it would be really good to discuss the 28 10.5 tire heads-up class with Ryan.
That would be cool.
Ryan, if you're down for that, let me know. We'll do it. Yeah, see, Joe's asking, bringing any speed to the No Name. All of it. All of it. Ron English would help push. Ron English will help with it. He is a really helpful guy. Anything you need help with. I got to say, I was loading up stuff in the van. Those guys are there to help. They're just good like that. They really are. That whole English family is just a wonderful group of people.
Oh, man. Sort of run out of gas, John.
Yeah, I know. We're closing in. We've got 11 and a half minutes to go.
I tore down 2 Buick 350s that had broken blocks today and loaded them in my truck and hauled them to the scrapyard so I had room.
Daddy's Money Garage is asking, can I shamelessly promote my own video premiere on here tomorrow? Is the jet running? Can that be answered? We'll see.
We already promoted it for you.
Well, we told people that, you know what? I got a noisy video. And I don't know what it is. And I can't, so maybe Austin's got a video worth seeing over there. I told him, Austin's going to put up a video. He's going to do a premiere, and you need to go see it. I don't know. Is the noise a car running? Is it something falling off the shelf? Is it nuclear winter over there at UTG? Is it cattle noises? I don't know, but you got to go to Austin's channel and find out.
Punisher Lamont's Garage says he lost 2 subs in this chat.
Who knows, man? That's the way the YouTube thing. You know what?
Yeah,
I've seen the sub count dip, and you come back an hour later and you have like 4 or 5 more. Like, where'd they come? So don't even.
I actually did a video. I can't remember what. Oh, it was the last one I did, and I gained 1 sub, and then an hour later I had 0. Right, but it had that tick mark that went up and showed you had 1 sub, and then back down to 0.
Punisher Lamont, you're getting to the point where you have enough subscribers that you'll see that kind of weird fluctuation stuff that you don't see when you only have a few subs. So it just comes with it. Absolutely nothing to worry about. Heavens Mopars, you in the chat?
Luna's saying
Garage is here.
Rip Buick 350. So it must have died, huh? Or he's talking about my 2 blocks I took to the scrapyard today. But yeah, some guy was asking.
So Auto Salvage Outlaws needs 273 to get to 1,000. So I think that means he has 727. Why don't you celebrate 727? That's a good number. It's a good number for Credence. It's a good number for Chrysler. It's a good number.
Well, 727, then he's got 273, right? So, I mean, he's got a 273 with a 727. He needs to party.
Yeah, he's Auto Salvage Outlaws is he's getting close.
Mopar heavy.
He'll volunteer for the dunk. But here's so nice. Nobody wants to. Well, here's the thing. Nobody wants to dunk Ron English, but he loves to swim. That's the catch there. Look at this. So Heavens Mopar is building a Duster and wants to see him and Brian are in their fresh built Duster. Should be a good one. Yeah, you know what? They're having a great race, actually. They both have a pretty good ways to go on their Duster projects. So I'm liking watching those guys thrash on their cars. Oh, yeah. Wendy, if you've ever seen the movie Moving with Richard Pryor and his wife, it's like the most disastrous move across country you can make. From selling your house to buying your house to moving and changing jobs. It's Richard Pryor. The name of it is Moving. It's 1988. The wife was mad at him for something, and they have a swear jar on their kitchen table, and she just starts emptying the purse, and they cut away. Yeah, that would be like Wendy just, okay, I get the dunker on, so here we go. So Destroyer says, I'm trying to help the No Name Nationals community with my giveaway contest, $100 or a camera. Definitely check out Destroyer 1320. He is a really awesome member of this community. He really cares about our community, and I'm glad to have him on board.
Oh, yeah. Lunar was talking about my 350. Yeah, it was 2 blocks. They've been filled with just straight water, and they froze sometime during their lives. And, of course, I ended up with them. So
here's just something else. So Destroyer 1320, he's a member of our community. Okay, he's a bona fide YouTuber. Okay, so his business, Destroyer1320.com, and the Theft Deterrent Systems, for the late model Mopars. He is the sponsor that's philosophically aligned with our event. Buzz gets it. Buzz is a member of our community. Buzz is helping the No Name 500 guys, working with them, helping them get things together. So we just wanted sponsors that are philosophically aligned with this event. Not to say that next year we may not have more sponsors who are philosophical. We could easily have had more sponsors this year, but we didn't want to get sponsors who didn't get it.
Right. We were approached by actually a few.
We were approached by all kinds of people. But the thing is, it's important to us that this event is for our community, by our community. And we want everybody to be on the same page about what this event is all about. And like I said, 99% of you totally get it. Eric gets it instantly. Buzz gets it instantly. When I called Dallas, Dallas got it instantly. No problem. And most of you people get it instantly. The people who don't get it instantly, they're the ones who probably aren't going to be the right fit for such a thing. No, moving was not Tom Hanks.
No, that was Money Pit. That was the Money
That
Pit.
was Money Pit. That's another good movie. I haven't seen Money Pit in forever. Yeah, we want our community, exactly. Even the everybody, the announcers, the sponsors, Dallas and I, you guys that are all participants. Everybody has in common, we're all fellow content creators. We all have at least 500 subscribers. That's, you know what, and we've stuck to that. And I think that we could always have had a bigger turnout by just taking the guardrails off. No question we could have that. No question. But we know that in years to come, that this is going to set this event apart. And that's what we're counting on. And we're going to have a great turnout this year. But I'm just saying.
That also shows that you had to put some effort in to be here, right? Like, so
that's it.
You know, if we were to take the rails off, it probably would be a one and done event, to be honest with you. Because people would have forgotten about it. There was nothing memorable about it. We've
already got a lot of people working on 2023 right now, not just Dallas and I. And yes, the videos that are going to come out of this are going to be just fantastic. Yeah, it's going to be so much fun. See, Streetcar Chronicles, Ryan, there's another one. You know what? I should look in the book, because if I'm not mistaken, Ryan was the 4th channel to register. Ryan was the 4th channel. I knew he was really early. So, yeah. Andy, good night, man.
Yeah, I got to get going, too. I got to start. Yeah. I got to take some antibiotics. This cough is starting to kill me again.
Yep. All right. So, we're going to wrap it up here. We're closing right in on our 2-hour mark. I want to thank all our mods that were here tonight. Just Mopar Joe, Andy from Unity Motorsports Garage, Blake from Bad Tree Productions, Buzz from Roadkill Customs.
Was it Fubar the Axe doing something?
Fubar the Axe was in here.
Yeah.
Yeah. We want to thank everybody. We want to thank of Ari. Ari's a mod when he can make it. So, gosh, we've got new registrations here. Yeah. Yeah. So new registrations waiting on me right now. So Dallas and I are going to be getting together, doing some infrastructure stuff. Going to have some fun video coming out during the week. You don't want to miss that. You guys got a sneak peek of the billboard, but it's going to be so much more impressive when it's up in all its 40 feet of glory and all that good stuff. So stay tuned for all of that. Dallas, you got anything coming up?
Not really, not to really discuss. I think the neat thing is I can't wait to get some maybe behind the scenes video of the trophies for the event.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. Yeah, these are not going to be your generic trophies.
You can't get these anywhere.
Nope. There's only one way to get what you're going to see, and that's to prevail to No Name Nationals. So with that, thanks you guys for showing up, and we will catch you guys here soon. Don't forget Dallas and Shane Polito, Professor P, are doing the Wednesday night lives. And you'll see Dallas and I here again in 2 weeks, but you'll also see us sooner because we've got some fun stuff coming up that we're doing this week down there in Tennessee and at Sykeston. So we'll see you guys later. Have a great evening.
See you later.